Hey everyone, Jamari here with another video at BVA. Today I'm going to be talking about the next installment of the Fast and the Furious franchise, Hobbs and Shaw. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't been a huge fan of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Please don't kill me everyone, but I know how much everyone loves the franchise, so I figured I'd cover this because this movie does look very interesting. This installment of the franchise will be directed by David Leitch. You might know him from V for Vendetta. He's also directed movies like Deadpool 2 and John Wick, so he does have an eye for action sequences and stuff of that nature, so you can kind of see why I'm so excited to see this movie. But not only are Jason Statham and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson starring in this movie, they're also producers in this movie. So it'll be fun to see the commitment and involvement they have in this. But I'll go ahead and let the trailer start, and I'll give you my opinions and a little rundown on the trailer afterwards.
Pick a door.
All right then.
No, that's my door. Pick another door.
What's wrong with you? You know what? You were right. This is your door.
What's the matter? You got a lot of bad guys behind that door?
Access granted. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
Luke Hobbs and Decker Shaw. We've got unfinished business. Shaw's sister took something from me. A virus that could wipe out half of the population, and I want it back.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
It's my sister. Family business.
When it's the fate of the world, it becomes my business.
This whole thing sounds really dodgy. Look after your sister.
Listen, I'll handle it.
The only way we survive is working together, like a team.
Let's do this.
Buckle up, fat boy. On my 3. 1!
Woo! Hey, you see the look on his face? You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do that.
Yeah, 'cause it's one time.
The music's already started. Let's see if we can get it sick.
So you guys are being hunted by an army of mercenaries led by a genetically enhanced soldier.
Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
You're crazy.
Damn.
He really is Black Superman. You need to get off the grid.
Where?
Home.
My baby's come home.
I'm sorry to bring trouble here, Mama, but I need my brothers. This family is going to war. We're gonna need cars and guns. Mama, where's all our guns?
I get rid of them.
Very noble, Mrs. Hobbs. We are in serious trouble.
That's an understatement.
Let's get old school.
Well, all right. Come on! 'Cause it's one time.
We're going for a ride! Woo!
Tell me this is not happening.
So yeah, everyone, that trailer was freaking awesome. Probably one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time, and that is considering all of the Infinity War and Endgame trailers I've seen. I won't get into everything just to keep this trailer short, but you can see how funny this movie would probably be. The interactions between these two, The Rock and Statham, I'm talking about. You see them going into the doors, and Jason Statham is just knocking out all these dudes in the fashion that you would expect him to, and The Rock just puts this big ass man right on his ass, and it's just beautiful. I'm very excited to see this. Again, I haven't been a fan of the Fast and the Furious franchise for a while now. I think the last movie that I thoroughly enjoyed was Tokyo Drift. And I haven't seen the last two installments of the franchise, so please forgive me. I guess I'll have to go back and watch those movies. But I am very excited for this movie. And if it wasn't for The Rock, Jason Statham, and Idris Elba, I don't even know if I'd really be interested in this movie. But I am, and I cannot wait for this movie to come out later on in the summer. Here, though, you see him failing to get by with the facial scan. Again, I just think this movie is going to be extremely hilarious. I love both of their comedic timing and both of their physical dominance when it comes to taking over a role, so I'm very excited. Here is our first look of Idris Elba as the big bad guy. He'll be playing Brixton Lore in the movie. Let me know down below if he's been in any past Fast and the Furious movies or if this is the first iteration of the character coming to the franchise. But here we actually get our first look at Vanessa Kirby, who was in Mission Impossible and one of my favorite romance movies of all time, About Time. If you haven't seen this movie, you really need to go check it out. She looks really badass in this movie, though, and you see her taking out two guys in this scene right here. Later on, you actually see her taking out another two guys, but she seems to be keeping this away from Idris Elba, and you can see he's really out on a mission to go get this from her, and you see him chasing her down in this scene here. And this scene is just so badass, and you really get to see how cerebral Idris Elba really can be in this role, and I'm really excited to see what he brings to the character, and I'm really hoping that this won't just be a one-dimensional villain, and they'll really be able to give this character something, and they'll give the actor something to play with. And I did just want to note quickly that Roman Reigns, who you'll see later in the video, and Keanu Reeves, who is the star in John Wick, also appear in this movie. I'm not sure what role or capacity they'll play in the movie, but I do know they'll both be appearing. But here you actually see Helen Mirren, who will be playing Mama Shaw in the movie. So again, this cast that they've brought together for this movie is just amazing, and I've given the Fast and the Furious movies a lot of credit in the past for being able to bring together a strong cast, and I'm not sure exactly what it is before that hasn't really clicked with me. Maybe it's just that the movie seems to try to take itself too seriously in the sense that it's supposed to be in the real world, but so much of the stuff that happens and so much of the action sequences are just, for lack of a better word, so fantastic that it's kind of unbelievable. And yes, the Avengers movies have people with superpowers and gods and everything like that, but this is supposed to be a realistic movie, and you got people running down buildings with people in their backs. You got vehicles busting out of large buildings, being shot by helicopters. Some of this stuff just kind of bothers me, if I'm being honest. It's just not my cup of tea when I go out to see a movie. But hopefully this will change my mind, and I'm hoping to really love this movie, and I'm definitely going to give it a fair chance. I must say, though, I'm definitely going to go into this movie with low expectations. But who knows, maybe I'll be surprised. And now in the trailer we get our first look at Isa Gonzalez. She's been in Baby Driver, Alita Battle Angel. She's also set to appear in Godzilla vs. King Kong in 2020. But she seems like she'll be possibly someone to work with Idris Elba's character. And I just wanted to show this off real quick before he went on saying, "I'm the Black Superman," which was probably the best line of the entire trailer. Idris Elba just looks so badass in this movie. He'll probably be my favorite bad guy in any movie of all time if this goes the way I'm expecting it to. He just looks phenomenal in this. Let me know what you think of Idris Elba's character down in the comments below, and if you expect for this movie to be the best out of the Fast and the Furious franchise. And let me know what your favorite movie of the franchise is, because I've got to admit I'm not a huge fan, and this will probably be my favorite installment if it's how it pans out. But you see him just taking on Hobbs and Shaw by himself. There's definitely going to be a bunch of action in this movie. There's definitely going to be a bunch of explosions, buildings falling, There's going to be a bunch of fighting, shooting, swords, knives, just anything you could think of. And here you see Roman Reigns with The Rock's family. You get this funny clip where the mom got rid of all the guns. We then get another shot of Vanessa Kirby taking out another 2 henchmen, and these henchmen suck. She's just taking them out left and right, and she looks like she's going to be extremely badass, but I could not let them get away with this. The Rock pulling off his best Captain America impression, and the minute I saw this in the trailer, I was just like, of course they did, because why not? But again, the movie comes out this summer. Let me know what you thought of the trailer down in the comments below. And please, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.